Thanks, guys. I'm here with Ryan Blaney, Wood Brothers Racing driver. Ryan, this is such a huge race for Wood Brothers Racing. So much history here for them. How much of an honor is for you to know that you're driving the 21 car in the Daytona 500, a car driven by David Pierce and so many other legends of the sport?
It's been a lot of fun here over the past 2 or 3 years with the Wood Brothers, and to be in my third 500 for them has been really special. The first two haven't gone great. There's just kind of circumstances, but whenever we come here, especially for the 500 with them, it's so special, and just their history here and what all they've done at this racetrack. It gives you extra incentive, a little bit extra push to win it. And I know we always bring fast cars here, so just all about putting the pieces together and trying to stay out of trouble. And hopefully, you find yourself up there towards the end of the race.
Now, we all know what Trevor Bain did with the 21 car here back in 2011, and Wood Brothers they've really gotten a lot stronger since then. They're running full time now. Do you guys think you have a car capable of winning the Daytona 500? We saw what the Penske cars did in the Clash.
Yeah, I feel like we really do. We work really close with the Penske organization, and Joey and Brad were super fast in the Clash, and it was good that Joey won it, and both of them had a great shot at winning it. So that really gave me a lot of confidence watching that race, knowing how fast our race cars are. We didn't show great speed in qualifying, but I think our car is going to handle really well. And I think Daytona is going to become a handling racetrack again. You saw a lot of people wrecking in the Clash off of four, a lot of big slides. So, and that was just with 17 cars, and you get 40 out there, it's gonna be really sketchy. So, I think that's where we have a good advantage is our handling. And I feel like that's something that has been really strong in our car. But we'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully, we get a practice and tomorrow night in the duels.
Now the duels, there's some points on the line for this. Now, are you going to approach those races differently than you have in the past?
I think so. For multiple reasons. One, we're locked in to the 500, which has been nice uh, since we finally have a charter this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, yeah, it's an easy opportunity to get points really early in the season. We it's with this new format, it kind of invites you to that. And this is the duels only have 20, 21 cars, something like that. So it's going to be a lot easier to try to get points in these things. So you're going to see a lot of people trying really hard to try to run in the top 10. And I think we can do it. So it'd be nice to get some extra bonus points for the playoffs here early in the season.
Now, how important was for you guys to get a charter going into this season? We saw there were a couple of tense moments the past 2 years. How important is that to know that you're locked in a race? You never have to worry about it.
We didn't really pay too much attention to it. Here was probably the most stressful race to do it because we didn't, get locked in on speed qualifying. And so we had to race our way into the duels, and you just never know what can happen. I knew our car was going to be fast enough, but you never know if you have a problem or a big wreck happens and it just takes you out, and then your season's off to you missed the first race of the year. So it's just nice to have that little bit of comfort, knowing we have a charter. And really every single week, the first round of qualifying, you wouldn't go 100% just because something can happen. You can wreck and you can miss the race. So just it's really nice to have that. Nice to have that title. So now we can really go race hard in the duels and run really hard in the first round of each qualifying.
Now, Monday and Tuesday, they're kind of the rest days here at Daytona. Some people are going off doing interviews around the country. Other people are resting at the beach. You got to do something pretty spectacular going up with the Thunderbirds. How was that?
That was awesome. So I've wanted to do that for 1 or 2 years now, and a couple of my friends have done it. I've been really jealous, and they keeps telling me how awesome it is. And I was really fortunate to be able to go up with them on Tuesday. Kevin Walsh was my pilot, and he was a really great guy. Really taught me a lot of things while we were flying of what to expect, what they usually do to try to prepare for flights like that. And I've always respected the heck out of those men and women, and until you actually get in the cockpit and ride with them, it just brings it to a whole new level of what they go through. And I'm struggling in the back when we're pulling 6 or 7 Gs, and they're flying the plane and trying to figure out where we're going and experiencing the same thing. So those guys, those people are way more extreme than what we are. So I'm excited to have them here this weekend. I think they're going to be walking around Saturday for the Xfinity race, and I know they're doing the flyover Sunday. So really special, neat to get to meet everybody over there, and hopefully I get to do it again. I need a couple years to get my mind to want to do it again because it was a workout. I was sweating at the end of it, but it was a neat experience, and hopefully I'll be able to go back and do it.
Now, just last year, you just barely missed out on the chase. This year, do you think you guys have all the pieces together where you can make that chase and it won't be such a struggle for you going to Richmond?
I hope so. I think we've really improved. We've made some good changes in the offseason, but not too many. We've replaced and moved around 2 or 3 people, and I think they've all been positive. So we had a test at Phoenix a couple weeks ago. I thought that went really strong. So everyone worked really well together, and I think that is that's part of it. Everyone kind of meshing and working really well together. And communication is such a big thing, and they really communicate well from the underneath guys to over the wall to my crew chief and engineers. It's really strong right now. So I'm excited to get it going. Hopefully we can rack up a win here early in the season and be locked into the playoffs and really improve on our stuff going forward.
Are you really is that on your mind, getting a win, or are you just gonna take it as it comes? Are you really fighting to get that first win here, get out of the way?
I feel like that's the toughest one to get. Your first win is always hard to break through. I think this team is capable of it. We had a couple chances last year, and it just didn't really fall our way. But our team can do it. I really believe that we have the right personnel to be able to do that. It's just all about execution and being in the right spot at the right time. So it's just something I think we're really going to focus on here early in the year, trying to get a win. Points racing is not something you like to talk about. You want to go win races, and that's how you win championships. So I think if we just put our head down and worry about our own race team, we can do that.
You completed all the laps at all 4 plate races last year. Was a lot of that really luck, or did you employ some kind of strategy to survive those things? Because we know how crazy they can get.
I really completed every lap.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That was an interesting stat. I feel like it's multiple things. Yeah, some of it's luck, just so you don't get caught up in a big wreck. We got caught up in a big one at Talladega, and luckily we were able to keep going. We were able to fix it on pit road, and it wasn't that bad. We barely missed the July wreck here, so some of it's just luck. But other parts is, you have fast race cars and you kind of run up front, and that's honestly the safest place. But it's 50-50 for sure. Good race cars and the luck definitely factors into that.
All right. Well, thanks, Ryan, and back to you guys in the studio.